Hey y'all, welcome back to the party. It is me, your girl, BrittReacts, and today we're going to react to more of Bill Maher, rhymes with jar. This is his segment, New Rule. This topic is Trump devotion syndrome. This is from his show, Real Time with Bill Maher, rhymes with jar.
And finally, new rule to those on the right who keep asking me, Bill, you're so good at roasting the woke nonsense peddlers. Why don't you go all the way and join us? Let me give you the short answer. Because I don't want to live in North Korea.
No need to explain
Kim
that
Jong-un
statement.
has state stenographers who follow him everywhere and scribble his genius ideas into their notebooks and applaud. Well, Republicans, that's you now. Republican Congressman Addison McDowell wants to name Dulles Airport after Trump. It'll be like other airports, except the international terminal only has departures.
Oh, I feel there will be a lot of hit dogs hollering in the comment section of this one, y'all. Shout out to you. Yeah, you. I saw the title of this show. By the way, I have to say Bill Maher with rhymes with jar because one of you all said that and helped me, because for some odd reason I want to say Bill Maher so bad, and like my brain will not say Bill Maher without attaching jar to it. So get over it. It helps. Secondly, I saw the title of his video and I'm like, I talk about this all the time, but I say like Trump has a dangerous amount of fans, people who are like, I equate it to like Taylor Swift and the Swifties, Beyonce and the Beehive, Nicki Minaj and the Barbs. Like, it is a fandemonium that doesn't allow people to see any wrong in the person they are fans of. And I think there are categories for Donald Trump. There are the people who are these like stans, you really call them. They're not even fans, they're stans. And then you have the people who are Republicans and they really just want to see the change that they want to see, the conservative change for our country to go back to its like conservative ways. And then you have people who just see Trump and they relate to him and the way he speaks and the way he is, and they have some connection there. That for me is the way I think it's categorized. You can agree to disagree with your mama, okay? But I think calling it Trump devotion syndrome for me really sums up, he hasn't even gotten there yet, but I know it's going to sum up how I feel about the stands, or the people who just like are so gung-ho for this man that they don't see or think he can do any wrong. They are on board with everything he does, no matter if someone else did it, they wouldn't agree with it, but because it's Trump, they agree with it. Like it's dangerous to me. I find it very dangerous. But let's see where this is funny. Yeah, no one's coming in internationally because they shutting all that down. You need that $5 million gold card to get in here.
There's also a bill in Congress to add Trump to Mount Rushmore because, like Washington, he's a patriot.
No, there's
like Teddy
not.
Roosevelt, he's a renegade. And like Abraham Lincoln, he's not really helping the theater scene in Washington, D.C. Yeah, the Kennedy Center is not something I really care a lot about, but I do care that an American president doesn't see anything wrong with him personally taking it over, or that his communications director, Stephen Chung, said it was justified because Trump, quote, is a virtuoso and his musical choices represent a brilliant palette of vibrant colors when others often paint in pale pastel.
He didn't say that. I don't believe it. I actually don't believe it. And I'm actually going to Google virtuoso to make sure that it means what I think it means. A person highly skilled in music or another artistic pursuit. I don't know if I've ever pinned Donald Trump as an artistic individual, certainly not towards music, but I mean, who am I to say? I don't know him personally. I did see a lot of Black creatives that were on the board of the Kennedy Center step down when this announcement was made. from various things. Maybe they weren't on the board, but I know like Issa Rae was supposed to do something at the Kennedy Center, and she removed herself from that. You know, believe in what you believe in and stand on it 10 toes down is how I feel. And that's what they did. So, okay, let's keep going. This is wild.
Vibrant colors when others often paint in pale pastels.
Did he really say that?
Jesus, Stephen, don't get any in your hair.
Oh my God.
Republicans dance like Trump now. They
This is true.
They name weapons systems after him. They've even dressed like him with the trademark suit and tie. Available exclusively at Banana Republic.
I didn't even know Banana Republic was still open.
Yeah, all these super macho guys eating the ass of another man.
That's what it feels like, guys. That's what it feels like, guys. It does. It feels that way. As it feels that way. Like some days reading through my comments, I'm like, I don't know. This feels like fandemonium. I don't know where the logic begins and the fandemonium, or I'm sorry, I don't know where I don't know where the line is. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I see and read valid arguments and opinions. Sometimes I'm like, if you ejected Trump's name, or I think now we can attach Elon's name to that as well, and put in anyone else's name, I think a lot of people would be having conniption fits about the things that they're allowing this administration, this person, these people to do, in my opinion. And to me, that is what fans do. They overlook things because they just love somebody so much. And don't even start with because this is the one thing, whenever I make a statement like that or watch a video like that, the one thing y'all love to do is compare other administrations. Like, well, Obama had, and I'm not reacting to an Obama video, and I'm not reacting to a Kamala video, and I'm not reacting to a Joe Biden video. I'm strictly reacting to a Trump video and what's being said here. Because to me, if that's what your whole argument is based on, it's like, well, other people did it. It's like, so you admitted to it? Are you admitting to it? Just shoot yourself in the foot down there. Y'all are just hit dogs will holler and y'all are howling. I'm trolling you guys. I'm trolling.
Some even talk like him now with the crazy over-the-top exaggerations. About our new tariff policy, Commerce Secretary Ludnick said, these policies are the most important thing America has ever had.
Oh, ever.
Yeah, take that Emancipation Proclamation and Louisiana Purchase. And these bills they've introduced to make Trump's birthday a holiday and put him on currency and Mount Rushmore. This is not what we do here, guys. He's still in office, for God's sake. Can we see how it turns out before we put him on a stamp? If I admit that there is a level of Trump derangement syndrome on the left, will you admit that this shit is also deranged?
That's all I'm asking is, like, if you can call out and identify the extremism on one side, why can you not call it on the other side? The truth remains the same on both sides. I couldn't agree more with this take right here. I did see that Trump mentioned it is possible to serve a third term, and he's not really exploring the option right now, but like, it's possible. It's just like, if other people said stuff like that, y'all would be calling him unconstitutional and saying he's narcissistic and he's trying to change the Constitution and all these things. Same way if you know. Let me shut up. I love you guys.
Will you admit that this shit is also deranged? All the people... All the people on the right who say they certainly don't agree with me on everything, but they respect the way I keep it real about the left and like me because I'm honest, well, that's a two-way street. Are you being honest? At Trump's speech this month to a joint session of Congress, he claimed the government had spent $8 million making mice transgender. It did not. The $8 million was for transgenic mice, mice that were being genetically modified to study how hormone treatments affect human health. We were splicing their genes, not making them compete in women's sports.
It does feel like that happens often enough, where he will just misquote something and people will, again, ride for it. That's scary. Don't y'all think that's scary? Because if that were that headline were true, that is not okay. But that's not the truth. Is it? I'm just here to ask the questions, okay? I'm just here to ask the questions.
We weren't spending $8 million to give mice big balls or fake tits. Sorry, Stuart Little. The fact, but wait. Here's the thing. Here's the important thing about this. The fact that President Trump got this wrong isn't what bothers me. Transgender mice is crazy, but it's not crazier than 1,000 other things that our government has funded over the years, like developing origami condoms or studying why chimps fling their feces, okay? No, what's worrisome
This is why Elon
is that
tearing
nobody
everything
around
apart.
the president would dare tell him that transgenic is not transgender. It makes you think that if Trump came down one day and his fly was open, Republicans wouldn't tell him. They'd just start showing up with their fly open. At that same speech, Supreme Court Justice Amy Coney Barrett, a Trump appointee, pissed off Steve Bannon because apparently the look on her face was not one of sufficient enrapturement. Bannon showed the video of her to his viewers and said, "That's not a look of admiration." Yeah, nothing too North Korean about that.
So he was upset that she wasn't looking on, like, at Trump and admiring him, like googly eyes, like maybe she just had a stern face or she had RBF. I do think there is a level of fear of the unknown in the Republican Party. And so people don't go up against anything he says because they just don't know what he's going to say back or what he's going to do. There is some level of kind of, I don't know the word I'm looking for. Like if it's his way or the highway, essentially. It feels that way. It does feel that way sometimes, guys. It does. And I think if you're being honest with yourself, you would maybe admit that too. But I'm not here to be your therapist.
Admiration. Yeah, nothing too North Korean about that. So I know, my Republican friends, when you hear cult, you roll your eyes, but let me add one thing to it that you might not have heard. You know a cult is really a cult when the leader asks you to turn on friends and family because they're the only ones who are a threat to deprogram you. It's why Tom Cruise doesn't talk to his own kid. Which brings me to America, suddenly saying to our closest friend in the world, you know what? Fuck Canada for no particular reason. I don't know for sure where Jesse Waters of Fox News stood on invading Canada 12 weeks ago, but I'm guessing it wasn't on his mind at all. But now his message for Canada is, the fact that they don't want us to take them over makes me want to invade. But Canada isn't threatening us. For God's sakes, their flag is a leaf. Even Joe Rogan, a Trump voter, said, "Why are we upset at Canada? This is stupid." Okay, MAGA people, that's called thinking for yourself. At the end of Trump's first term, there were still some people who would occasionally correct him on little details, like, you lost that last election. But now we have Lauren Boebert saying we must rally behind President Trump to secure his third term. Something Steve Bannon is advocating for as well. And you just know that soon the entire Republican Party will be on this page. Okay, there's no fuzz on this. It's as clear as 1, 2, 3. Presidents get 2 terms, not more, no matter how wonderful you think they are. It's written in black and white in the Constitution. Guys, you know this is wrong. You know in your heart this is the moment when Rome stops being a republic. So come on, be like those mice and grow a pair of balls.
He said it, not me. I'm going to leave it at that. I think you can be a Trump supporter if that's what you want to do, and disagree. I think you can support anybody in anything and have some agreeing like beliefs, doubts, questions. If you think that a human man or a human woman is without flaw and everything they do is perfect, something is wrong. I hope you have the day you deserve. Bye.